It's the great state of Minnesota, so it's a lot of fun to be here. I've played a lot of games here at the XL, so feels familiar in a good way, and it's just going to be a ton of fun.
I wanted to ask you about that experience because it's unique for an American player to play in Minnesota, captain of the Skippers and all that. What was it like growing up as a hockey kid in Minnesota?
Yeah, it's awesome. Honestly, through my experiences in Canada, it doesn't seem too different than what a lot of the Canadian kids do. But obviously, hockey's so big here, and that's kind of what you want to do. And you grow up when you're a kid, So I feel very fortunate to be in this position, and I've had a ton of fun every step along the way.
This must have been a unique experience for you, just given that you haven't been able to come up last season with the whole Canadian division and everything. Were you able to get home in the off season, be here?
Yeah, I was here in the off season, so that's good. And I was able to go out to dinner with some family members last night, so that was good to see them too. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people at the game. I've already been getting quite a few texts from people who are coming, so it'll be fun.
Big fishing show here. Does that relate to you at all? Were you any good on that side of it?
Not really, no. I was never a huge fisherman, but definitely a water guy. I like the lakes a lot.
What does the priest guy tell you about the Wild that makes them a challenge?
They get pucks to the net quick, and they bury them around the net, so I think box out's going to be really important, and the battles around both nets are going to be huge. That was kind of the point of emphasis, and they're fast, skilled, big. They look like a good squad.
Be like a first look at someone like a Kirill Kaprizov too.
Yeah, exactly.
From his game.
Yeah, he likes to get lost in the zone, and pucks just find him, and he makes great plays with it. So he's going to be a guy that we're going to have to look out for.
How do you feel your game's rounded out since you had a few games where you weren't able to play, but since that time, where do you feel your game's at?
Yeah, I think we've experienced a little bit more success. Obviously as a team, but also as a D pair and as just myself personally, just being uptight, killing plays as early as possible, spending as much time in the offensive zone and trying to make their best players defend.
Has there been any frustration at all? Like, I don't know how much you look at stats or anything, but like no points this season. Like, do you ever look at that, or do you look strictly at team success for?
No, I think like ego-wise and confidence-wise, you always feel better if you're contributing offensively a little bit. So yeah, I mean that's not something that you're necessarily proud of, but I know that that'll switch soon. So
Just want to get back to Kaprizov, star player you haven't faced on the ice before. Do you guys spend more time with cut-ups of him than you might somebody else that you've been around before, or do you spend individual time on that?
Yeah, not a ton, but like he's definitely a guy that they'll highlight and give you his tendencies and what he likes to do, and just gives you a better idea of who he is as a player. And obviously when you get out there, you'll get a better idea as well.
I don't know if you, because you're from Minnesota, followed this team at all, but this isn't your dad's Minnesota Wild. They're a different team than they've been in the past. Do you sense that, or? Yeah,
totally. I mean, just through the success that they've had this year and being one of the best teams in the league, they've had success in years past, but I don't feel like it's been the same energy that it is this year. So I think it'll be a different squad for sure.
I don't know if you got a look at Jake and Mitch's collision from yesterday, or had a vantage point of it. Were they good afterwards? Like, was that just something that happened on
Yeah.
They just kind of got left there?
They were good. There's a lot of good-natured ribbing going around. So it's, when people are making fun of you for it, you kind of know that it's nobody really cares.
Who was making fun of who? Was it Mitch because he
Both.
fell down on the hit?
Both were making fun of each other. They're like, where are you going? And the other guy's like, well, why are you standing there? It's all good-natured, and they're really good friends away from the rink. So you obviously don't want anyone to get hurt in practice or anything like that, but it happens.
We don't know Morgan's status, but I mean, if he isn't playing, like what kind of loss would that have been if he?
Yeah, again, we don't know what his status is, but he brings a whole lot to our team, both offensively and defensively. So regardless of what happens, we're going to have to be prepared to play as best as we can.
How would you describe again what you're doing better now than what wasn't going right for you earlier in the year?
I think being uptight, killing plays as much as possible before you have to get in your D zone. I think we're unlucky on the margin a little bit earlier in the year too. We weren't experiencing the team success that we wanted to. But again, I think it's more just trying to kill plays early.